I tried to go from a bot to a pro in 30 days. Rainbow Six Siege
dedicates 30 days to
Holy
improving.
shit.
Can I learn all the operators? Can I master site
This shit gonna
setups?
take
Can I
years,
go from
boy.
being a bot to being a pro? There's only one way to find out. Now, going in having only played about 50 hours of Siege, I knew this was going to be tough. So week 1 was all about training. There were 2 main areas that I wanted to focus on: aim and map knowledge. Each day would look something like this. I'd start off by doing the landmark drill on one map, but I wasn't focused on actually finding the landmarks. Instead, on attack, I was focusing on where the outside cameras are, different ways to get into the building, where the default cameras are,
I didn't know they had a mode for this. I should probably do this.
and learning different routes through the building.
Where are we here? Oh, okay. That's a big wall. I know exactly where we are. Did not think that was that wall.
On defense, I was just focused on understanding where the enemy spawn locations are based on the outdoor cameras. This way I had a general idea of which way they were trying to push
I gotta learn layer, bro. It's always banned, and one day I'm gonna have to play it.
from.
Where's that camera? Can I see myself here? Okay. So it's along this wall here. If I see police, that means they're along this wall right here. Or, I mean, technically speaking, they could be over this way too, right? Like we can always pick from this angle right here. If they are, because I'm gonna be right in this corner.
After about
I love that he's studying too. I should have did this, but I just joined right into the
15
game.
minutes of the landmark drill, I would go into deathmatch. I would play 2 to 3 games, really focusing on my centering, my recoil control, and my peeking. I tried out both free-for-all and team deathmatch, and personally, I thought free-for-all was way more beneficial. Then I would jump into games. I didn't have ranked unlocked yet, so for now, I was playing unranked.
That should take so long.
How did you get in so fast?
So he's like wide swinging and barely like ADSing before he peeks.
Didn't think he was gonna see me there. Wow, he can like clearly see me.
Check snap.
I don't know where I'm going. I don't know where to attack from.
Diffuser is no longer in your possession. Drop the diffuser.
I just never see him.
I don't know.
Wow, GG's.
Day 1 was definitely a little
I don't
rough
wanna
getting
stream
back
though,
into
'cause
it,
I want
but
it
I
to be a
finished off the
24-hour
day by
stream,
watching
like,
this
without
25
ending.
tips
That's the
video.
thing. We can
There
watch
was
the
no way I
standings.
was going to remember all 25, so I chose to focus on 3. On attack, always drone 2 rooms ahead for information, and be strategic with your drones so that you don't lose them. On defense, do not just sit in bomb site the whole entire round. And no matter which side you're on, if you're man up, play passive, and if you're man
We can still
down,
do
you have
FIFA
to play
bets.
more aggressive. And on day 2, things were already getting better.
I can still play and then check it in between.
Let's go.
I wonder if I had this guy in my game since I just started, you know?
Got him. Swing or be swung.
He's playing like me now. Ace in every game.
Nice.
My day 2 KD was a 3.5, and I won 2 out of the 3 games that I played. One thing that definitely helped me was my audio, because in Siege, information is everything. Having done Warzone coaching for the past 5 years, I know that tipsy IEMs are the go-to IEMs in competitive Call of Duty, which is actually
Bruh.
helped me pick up my first ace.
First ace. Shoot the trap.
Just
Nice.
Where are you?
Sender down.
30 seconds left. Let's go. That is. Let's get bombed down.
And he planted too.
Let's go. Come on. The rest of week one
Ace.
went pretty well. My week one KD was 1.32, and I averaged almost 6 kills per game, but my win percentage was only 43%. The biggest thing I noticed is that I was very inconsistent. Some games I was MVP, and some games didn't go so well. A lot of it though came down to one thing. Map knowledge is just extremely overwhelming. If I'm on a map that I know and I know how to navigate the map and where they could be coming from, I feel okay. I feel above average. If it's a new map or if it's a map that I've not played a lot or I haven't gotten to kind of really learning the camera.
I feel really good on Casino and Oregon, bro. And a little bit of that blue map.
In, you know, the rotations, I feel so lost. Like, I feel absolutely lost. I think the biggest thing from week one, inconsistent. There's moments, there's rounds of greatness, and there's rounds where I am just completely lost. There's games, there's matches where I feel really, really good and I feel confident. And there's matches that it's very clear that I have a long way to go. But knowing that I wasn't the best player yet, an important lesson that I learned is that dying isn't always useless. Use cameras, give info, ping traps, do anything to help your team win, because that's the most important thing at the end of the day. Well, that and making sure you like and subscribe, especially as I headed into week 2, which began my rank journey. For week 2, I kept my training the same. Landmark drill to learn a new map, deathmatch, and then I would jump into games. I would play one unranked match to warm up and then go into ranked. Since this was the beginning of the new season and the beginning of rank 3.0, the first thing I needed to do—
Wait. Those are all the ranks?
into games. I would play one unranked match to warm up and then go into ranked. Since this was the beginning of the new season and the beginning of rank 3.
So we just hit silver. So we're actually getting close to champ. Next is gold, diamond, emerald, or what is the blue one? What's after gold? What is that?
3.0, the first thing I needed to do was play my 5 placement matches.
Got him. Let's go.
Let's go!
He's on Casino.
Got him.
Wait, no.
Little 4 kill.
So we play the same. No, that's not even. Yeah. He needs to focus on swinging better. Seems like he ADS is after he swings. Right. That's a good shot.
There is no one. Friend.
What rank is he where they miss like this? Like, I went through all the ranks in the past week or two, and they don't miss like this.
In my 5 placement matches, I had a 1.6 KD with 3 wins and 2 losses, which placed me in Silver 5. Honestly, better than I expected. According to Ubisoft, Silver 5 puts me in the top 50% of—
Really? I'm top 50% of players too.
Players already, which was a great starting point, but this is where things started to get tougher. First, every win and loss actually mattered now, which was especially tough because I'm solo queuing. And second, things that I was getting away with in unranked, I was now dying to. Things like bad aim, or slow peeking corners, or droning too long.
This is how servers gonna be.
Frag out. One friendly operator remaining.
I continue to have
Damn.
rounds and games where I played really well, but after 2 days, I found myself still in Silver 5, and I knew that if I wanted to rank up, I needed some guidance. So on day 11, I reached out to one of the best Rainbow Six Siege coaches, Atheno. We spent about 2 hours
Isn't this
together,
cheating?
but I condensed it down into these 5 major points. Number 1, operators. Focus on a few operators and really try to master them. For me, that was Valk, Thorn, and Aruni on defense, and Dokkaebi, Thermite, Ace, and Grim on offense. Number 2, master basic site setups. Learn what walls get
I kind of like how he has mains. I need to add my own mains.
reinforced, learn where to put head holes, and where to put rotates. Atheno actually has a complete guide on how to defend every site on his YouTube channel, and I found that TikTok is great for learning utility usage for specific operators. Things like
Oh,
where to
watch
put
videos.
thorn traps or mute jammers. Number 3,
Wait, that's smart.
centering. Use the clear house drill, choose defender, and use smoke with his SMG-11. While doing this drill, focus on your centering and one-tapping enemies. This is also a great way to learn maps that you may not be totally familiar with. Number 4, building entry. Start off by learning one spawn point for each map. Focus on where you're going to enter and how you're going to rotate to each bomb site. And number 5, map control, but we'll talk more about that later. The next day, I was feeling ready to jump back in, but I could not have started off any worse.
Not good. Now that I'm like deleted Valorant shit and started locking in this game and got silver, I'm starting to realize head taps matter. Same thing as Valorant too. Don't peek an angle where other angles can see you too.
15 seconds remaining. 10 seconds.
Down. That sucks.
Four straight losses to start the day. At that point,
What?
I needed to take a break. I was getting frustrated. And all I was thinking about was winning back the RP that I lost, which is not a good way to play. So I stepped away, reset, and came back a little while later. And all of a sudden, everything changed.
Y'all done made him mad, bro.
One friendly operator remaining. Op 4. You have been spotted. Op standing.
4 straight wins. And that's when I learned one of the most important lessons in Siege. So much of Siege is mental. And after a few losses, sometimes it's better to take a break, even if it's just a few minutes. Day
no.
13 and 14 were very up and down, but I
I'll take
finished
no
strong
breaks.
on a 3-game winning streak, putting me just short of Silver 3. My week 2 KD
What?
was 1.36, and I averaged over 5 kills per game. But the stat that matters the most is win percentage, which actually jumped up to 57%, putting me in a great position headed into week 3. The first 2 days of week 3 started off great. 6 wins, 3 losses, sitting just short of Silver 2. But day 17, everything changed. Remember how I said that I started my rank journey at the beginning of rank 3.0? Well, up until this point, Dokkaebi was not bannable. So on attack, I was
What?
insta-locking her. And honestly, I was playing really well with her. I could use her ability for information, I could help my teammates find kills, I could create pressure on enemies
they
without
block her
always
so
needing to
much?
know the perfect route, the perfect
So this
entry
is the
point, or
season
the
before the
perfect
season
site
I'm
take.
playing.
And that was helping us
She
win.
wasn't
But now she
bannable?
was getting banned in round 1 pretty much every single game.
That was last season. Was Manimal. A little bit of Maverick action. I want to kill. This is kind of getting me pumped up to play. Bro.
I thought he was
After
over
this,
there.
Like, we're running up. We're gonna do really good.
Stop. 5 seconds left.
It became very clear that she was a crutch for me on attack, because without her, attacking felt completely different. I didn't know who to bring, I didn't know how to consistently get information, and I did not know how to take space without feeling like I was just walking into someone holding an angle. I did have this nice clutch with Grim though.
Down to 1 friendly. The diffuser has been... Diffuser is online and active.
Let it play more where it's standing. Nice.
Come on, let's go!
Eliminated.
Let's go! Overall, I was definitely struggling on attack, but I actually felt pretty good on defense.
Yeah. I'm the same here.
Down to 5 seconds.
New camera feed.
I feel like a battle all the time. On the Pokemon app, do the $5 packs. They have the best odds, bro. Look at the odds of each one. Yeah, do the $5 packs.
I knew where the site was, I knew what area I was
yeah,
trying
bro.
to hold. On defense, the pressure's on them. They either have to kill all of us or
$5
plant the
packs have
bomb.
the
I
best
could
odds.
play my life and waste time, and if I did die, I could use cameras to help my team. But even though I was starting to feel better on defense, in order to win, we have to piece it all together, which just didn't happen consistently. 16 games and only 6 wins to finish off week 3. Sometimes my teammates were terrible, sometimes my teammates left and we were man down, but if I'm being honest, most of the time, I still felt like I was the problem. My overall week 3 KD was 1.08, and I averaged 4.6 kills per game, a huge drop from last week. But that doesn't matter as long as we're winning, which I wasn't. My win percentage dropped to 49%. At first, improvement was simple. Learn the maps, drone more, center my crosshairs. But now I was trying to think about operators, site setups, utility, rotates, timing, map control, where my team was, where the enemy team was, and what I should be doing
like that,
every
man.
single
Simplify
round.
it.
It's almost like the more I learned,
kills.
the harder the
Get the
game
kills,
got.
win the
And
round.
honestly, I felt like I was getting worse. Heading into week 4, I was feeling a little lost. I knew I was struggling, but I didn't really know why or what I needed to fix. So I reached out to another Siege coach. I met with Joey on day 22 for about 3 hours, and the biggest takeaways actually made Siege easy to understand. On defense, hold space for as long as possible without dying. Waste time, make attackers clear you out, force them to use utility, and if you're going to die, just give them the space and fall back. And on offense, take space, and take more space. And learn quick plants, because planting the bomb shifts the
space on
pressure to the
offense.
defenders. But the most important thing is to use your utilities. They allow you to get info, and they allow you to hold space on defense and take space on offense. After coaching, Siege on paper made way more sense. And I actually had some good moments.
I haven't killed sponsors yet. I was like, nice. This movement seems a little slow. Dude, I really feel like I can go forward. Even the move right.
Friendly's victorious.
Let's go. We have moments.
But understanding map control and taking space versus consistently doing it in a game are two very different things. And this is where I need to be honest. I am extremely competitive. I'm very hard on myself when it comes to improving. And after a full week of consistently losing RP, feeling stuck, and finding myself back in Silver 5, I was mentally struggling. I wasn't having fun. And I knew if I kept forcing myself to play, I was only going to make it worse. So after 23 days, I decided to call off the challenge for my own sanity. Siege mechanically is tough. Aim and movement are definitely important, but the sheer amount of information and strategy that goes into this game is unbelievable. I started in Silver 5, peaked just short of Silver 2, and ultimately finished in Silver 5, which still does put me in the top 50% of players. Did I go from bot to pro? No. Not even close. But I did leave with a completely different perspective and respect for how hard this game actually is.
Yeah.
My name's Cup of Joe. If you enjoyed this journey, make sure to drop a like,
Yo.
make sure to drop a sub, make sure to check.
That was actually like a really nice video. We need Junko to react right now. What about me, dude? Nobody knows me.